tell me how they love Latinas because we're raised to cater.
Latina women and Black women know that Black men have a fetish for women other than Black women.
Black men or white men?
Black men.
Sometimes you guys act like the chosen ones when it comes to dealing with Black men.
It's a lot of men saying that Latinos are better than Blacks, but if you look at the comment sections, Latinos are quick to shut that down. We've been looking out for y'all. So.
I promise you, if Black men were so terrible, these other races of women would not be desiring them.
Women, Hispanic women, are notoriously pick-me's when it comes not only to their own men, but to Black men.
They're very loyal and they show when they like you. That softness mixed with confidence, yeah, men love that.
It is problematic. Just a tad bit. You're not wrong. Latina women, Hispanic women are notoriously pick-me's when it comes not only to their own men, but to Black men. We've seen it time and time again. We've seen it time and time again. They are pick-me's, especially when it comes to Black women. They love Black, hate Black women. And then, like, it's still the whole thing of Cardi B saying that she's Black. I don't care. I don't care. Does it bother me that she says nigga? Not really. Because she seems Black, and that's not necessarily a good thing. She's very, don't get me wrong, I like Cardi B. I like her songs a lot. I like her low-key, like, as a person, except the conversation that we were talking about the no smell my period, my feet are small, and blah, 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 right? I like Cardi B. I think she's a good mom. She's a good artist. Neither of her parents are Black. Right? And I've said it on this account multiple times and on my other account. If your mother is not Black, you're not Black. Whether you have a Black father or not. Neither of Cardi B's parents are Black. I think one of her grandparents is Black. So one of her parents is half. Let's just say, it's just like if her grandmother on her mother's side was Black, that means her mother is half Black.
A lot of Spanish people are prop Black. Afro, Latina. The fact that she looks Black, Afro, Latina. Somebody educate her. Seriously.
So she can maybe, well, no, Cardi B can't say that she's Black. Her mother could say that she's Black. Cardi B cannot say that she's Black. So she's Latina. And Latinas are very much pick-me type women when it comes to men, especially when it comes to Black men. And we all know that Cardi B only dates Black men. Wouldn't be a problem if she was Black if she had a Black parent. She's not.
Why do other races of women want them? I promise you, if Black men were so terrible, these other races of women would not be desiring them. There would not be whole schools and classes on Black culture that other races of women are taking to learn more about how to attract Black men. No, the issue isn't the Black men, but the good ones y'all don't want. Y'all don't like the nice guys. A lot of you women, you Black women, y'all are just as undesirable. Y'all are so busy getting on these podcasts talking about how nobody wants Black men, when in actuality, nobody's telling you this, but nobody really wants Black women
emotional damage
like that. Because a lot of you Black women, y'all have a complex. Y'all think that giving a Black man your worst and seeing how much a Black man takes of your nonsense is his way of showing love. Y'all like to test men to see, oh, what can I do that's showing out and that shows how much he loves me. That is the biggest load of crap ever. Y'all are determinants of your own results. It's not nobody's fault that you don't like the good Black men. It's nobody's fault that you like the bad boys and you like certain types of men, and then you're getting mad at the results. But the funny thing is, you really walking around thinking that these other people want you. You should be grateful that black men still want you, because y'all are disrespectful. Y'all are always getting on this internet talking crap. And like I said, other races want our men. So I don't know what y'all need to do. Y'all need to be looking within and figuring out what's wrong with you, as opposed to always blaming it on black men. Because I ain't gonna keep y'all long. We're gonna keep it short, per usual. Got a quick message for y'all. A lot of us women can never be submissive. We're just not submissive. Why? Especially as black women. Why? Because we do not know how to be quiet, and don't know how to do it. We don't know how to do it. We always have to have the last word. We always saying things that don't benefit us, that misrepresents us, and is also just overall just, we say a lot of things that make no sense, and we just have literal no discipline. Our lack of discipline in controlling our mouths and our minds and our thoughts, we're just unhinged. And it shows. We show it every single day. We behave that way all the time. Not knowing when. Key ingredients to being a submissive woman. If you can't control your tongue and your mouth.
It's not just that. What it is these ladies, they hold us somewhat on a pedestal, but it's not what you think. It's appreciation. So men are going not where they're tolerated, but where they're respected and loved. Take a look at this video. You're going to see the kind of love most of us get from the Latinas.
Did you ink your skin black?
No, I was born with black skin.
You were born with black skin? Interesting.
Look at this. This is in the comments. Another Latina woman with a black man. Same girl. He got a Latina woman with a black man. And then another one under the same comments. Same here. They love black men. You see the hearts? She's throwing up heart emojis. Everything. This is what men want. And what men say is that you ladies can't help it. You're hard. What do I mean? Check this out.
While I'm talking my don't forget, there's a lot of black women, and if you don't believe me, go to TikTok search. And I talked to Latinas saying that we think that they're better than them. Girl, I don't recall any Latina saying something like that. I know we're very prideful.
Because you don't want to hear it.
You cannot try to humble us, though. Our pride has nothing to do with you. We love where we come from. We love being Latinos. If that bothers you, that shows your insecurity, not ours. Maybe you should be more confident in yourself. There's a lot of beautiful black women out here, so there's really no reason to be hating on another woman who feels good in her skin. And I understand it's a lot of men saying that Latinos are better than blacks, but if you look at the comment sections, Latinos are quick to shut that down. We've been looking out for y'all, so
Let's get ready to rumble!
enough with the hate. This is exactly why I say we can never come together. There's just so much jealousy and insecurity.
This Latina also went on to say, oh, I know I look black, but I'm not black, but y'all don't claim me though. So who really feels some type of way? You feel some type of way because you probably don't fit in with your fellow Latinas that look more Spanish-like, that gives more of a mixed type of texture, because you look like you could be black, but just light skin because of the texture of your skin. Let's just start there. Second of all, nobody just blatantly gets up here and hates on Latinas. And I can't stand that y'all try to push this narrative that black women are just inherently so jealous. First of all, we're the blueprint. And this me saying that, I hope y'all don't comments and feel some type of way. We set the tone, we set standards, we move the culture forward, we cool. Everybody wants to be like women. Let's start there. Second of all, the hatred and the jealousy is projection, because a lot of Latinas or a lot of black people that y'all think is black that's jealous be Afro-Latinas, the ones that y'all discriminate against, the ones that y'all the racist against, the one that y'all show extreme colorism toward. Y'all keep acting like we don't know what goes on in y'all's Latin communities. Black Latinas, because y'all act like Latinas are just all light skin or mixed or just white and like Portuguese and Spanish. No, we know that black Latinas that look just like me exist, and on y'all's countries and in y'all's communities, y'all discriminate against them and treat them like pure. So the jealousy that y'all talking about is actually coming from darker complected Latinas, way more than it's coming from a black American. Way more than it's coming from somebody from my. Because ain't nobody hating. We've always accepted y'all. Y'all come to our communities and y'all do get upheld by some raccoon. But that's okay. We've never, ever, oh, I just hate her because she's a Latina. If anything, we upheld you. We literally always told you that you were beautiful.
And she says, raccoon dudes, so far from the truth. These men are highlighted. These men, us, we're the highlight of their life. I gotta say, my lady treats me the same way. That's why I'm here. That's why men go to Spanish Woman. And no offense to you, but y'all, some of y'all, not all, I won't say all are like that, right? You can find some good black women, but the way you coming across, harder than a rock, solid. You can't even help it. Just in the way you talk. Like what you said wasn't wrong. I'm on your side, actually. I know that's true. I know there's black Latinas that get hated on by their own kind. But that's what men are talking about. So we're not coons. We're honest. And accept that honesty.
Latina women, please don't come for me. But I hope you guys are realizing a pattern about yourselves. Trust and believe me, like, I love y'all. I have Latina friends. I think you guys have real good energy. Y'all are real fun to be around. But as a black woman who has grown up around other Latina women, I have realized for a very long time that sometimes you guys act like the chosen ones when it comes to dealing with black men. I personally don't see the same, presentation towards other races. Y'all just particularly do it with black men. And I want y'all to know something. They could love y'all's skin color. They could love you.
No, it's not about skin color. I just showed it from solid as a rock. It's funny. She had the hair like it too. Like she'd be like singing like solid, shaking the boobs like solid. Solid as a rock. It fits you, girl. But no, that's what it is. And it's not just Latinas. It's all other nationalities. And I got to say this. Men are going to these countries where the women are African, Afro-Latinas. Men are going to Africa. There's black people everywhere. In Brazil, there's black people. Even in the Philippines, there's black people. In Thailand, there's black people. In all cultures, this complexion. You just got to get to know the culture. Then you say, oh, very familiar.
Y'all accent. They could love everything about you, the way you talk, the way you're shaped. Doesn't matter. You can still get played like the rest of us. So take it how you want to. But women in general, go where you're loved and appreciated, not just where you're fetishizing at.
Wow. You're taking our line and trying to use it. So I get it. I'll let you do that. But this is what men are doing.
So now I'm going to ask you, you said you Puerto Rican Ecuadorian. Black men or white men? You want the Morris Chestnut or Aston Kutcher?
Black men. Black men. Black men. All the way. Mm-hmm.
What you like about black men?
Listen. Their beautiful skin, their color, personalities. Got cut.
Black guys. Easier to date, easier or harder to date in Mexico versus DC?
It's easier to date here because you guys are in love with Latinas.
Oh, so when we say you guys, you like some black guys?
Yeah.
Okay.
In Mexico, I don't have black guys.
So do you feel like black guys approach you a lot more here? Would you say that black guys are aggressive? Like if a guy not like too aggressive, but like assertive, like hey can I get your number? Like what's your name?
Yeah.
Like they'll approach more.
Yeah.
Okay, do you find that like attractive or is that too much sometimes?
Depends. If I like it, it's fine.
Twitter to express his love for Latina women. I guess after the Super Bowl, it just made him so excited. But this is not news to us, okay? Latino women and black women know that black men have a fetish for women other than black women. Any color but black, okay? Latino women, I want you to know this. When you see black men out,
it's not necessarily the color, it's the attitude. And when they say, hey, papi chulo, guys like that. That's sexy. You start talking like that. You sound all raspy. Hey, let me let her talk. Watch how raspy she is.
here expressing how much they love y'all and how much they want to be with y'all.
Papi chulo. And, how much they want to be with y'all.
It is a fetish and it's not authentic, okay? Because they don't care to learn your culture. They don't care to learn your values. All they care is about your body, your hair, and your skin color. And this is real. To Puerto Rico, okay? Me and my cousin, we was riding in the Uber, and they were saying the Puerto Rican women out there are very particular about who they date because the world fetishizes them. I don't think I said that word right, but y'all know what I'm saying. And they know that. They know that, especially with black men, okay? So in America, black women have a thing with praising black men for doing the bare minimum, absolute bare minimum. And let's just say being a dad in the house. He ain't really got to house. Okay? So it ain't much a black man got to do to impress a woman, okay? Then you go get with this Hispanic woman when in their culture, the men take care of the women. Family values.
I don't like how she did. They're a dad in the house. Do you know that affects the child? When a father is present, that child is more likely to win than lose, more likely to not end up.
Are through the roof, right? You got abuela, you got tia, you got your cousins. Everybody is under one roof. Family values are like very strict, and this is like a cultural thing for centuries. Then you got this black man who was praised by black women for doing the bare minimum. They get into these relationships with these Latinas, and they expect.
No, black men aren't praised. Black men are put down. The men that are praised shouldn't be. I repeat, the men that are praised shouldn't be. The Pookies and the Ray Rays that go to jail, everybody wants to sleep with them. The guy that's on the block selling that rock, give me that cock. That's what they're doing. You on the block selling the rocks, give it to me. And the regular guy don't get a shot. So a lot of regular guys have to go to Latinas because a lot of times that Latina or that white lady will give the regular guy a shot. You saw that post where I showed the guys with pictures with Latinas? A lot of them were regular guys, regular working guys. Let me see you give them a shot. If you ladies would give them a shot, maybe they wouldn't go the other way. Maybe they wouldn't go to Latinas. They would go to you.
For these Latinas to praise them. And it just don't work out that way. They end up having to do all the praising. They really don't want to be with a Latina authentically. It's a fetish. It is a sex fetish. It's a huge trade. She knows you fetishize with her. And he knows that he just really want this thing on his arm. I'm gonna use you and you gonna use me. And that's why these black men, they get with they can have the prettiest Latina and they still won't do right by her. They just still won't do right by her. Look at Stephon Diggs. That man got 30 Latinas around him. He ain't married one. Offset. He had a Latina. I'm just telling y'all the truth, okay? It's a fetish. And you just gotta really, really, really watch out for these black men. I hate to put it out there. This ain't on no like real. It's a fetish, y'all.
I'm going to give you 5 reasons why black men marry Latinas. I'm going to give you my top 5. My 5th one is going to be the number 1 reason. It's going to tie back into coaching and what I do today. Number 1, the values. I know most of you don't know, but Coach Beast was married before.
He said, why men marry Latinas. Somebody tell her why men marry Latinas. Men are getting married to them. Let's continue.
I was married for 11 years before meeting Miss Beast. I got married young at 19, and to be honest, I didn't know what I was doing. And for context, my ex-wife is a black woman. Quite honestly, one of the reasons why we divorced is that we grew apart because our values were so damn different. I realized I had to be with someone who was conservative like me, who valued the family like me. I wasn't bumping heads with them every damn second. Number 2, there's no power struggle with me and my wife. She respects me as the man and as the leader of the family. She respects me as her leader. And as a result, this makes me want to be an even better provider, a better husband, a better father. A lot of women fail to realize that is very important to a man. Number 3, Latinas are beautiful women, especially mine. The thing I love about my wife, and I'm not knocking this from anybody, but she's a natural beauty. She don't need makeup. He may wear a little makeup here and there, but she already know Coach B's get turned on just by her natural beauty. That's something women need to realize, that men love your natural beauty. If you got a lazy eye, sport it. If you got a bump on your chin, you sport that too, because there's going to be a man that's going to be turned on. Number 4, this goes back to family values. After I divorced, I had 2 girls I had to take care of. My girls live with me, and I know how masculine I can be, and I wanted them to be around a feminine woman. My wife is a very feminine woman. She had kids coming from a previous marriage as well, so I knew what I was looking for, and I knew she was a good mom. I didn't really want a woman who didn't have experience with kids. So Miss Beast was just perfect for that, and my girls love her. Number 5, my wife, she loves sports. This was really icing on the cake for me because I live and breathe sports. If I'm not coaching sports, I'm watching sports, I'm analyzing. And because I'm a business owner, she's also able to give me some great advice. And guess what? She can detect a lot of BS fast. At the end of the day, I'm not going to say black women don't do this, but my wife.
See, this man not only wants a conservative woman, he wants femininity. This is what all men want. This is what all men want. This is what all men want. Like, look, it doesn't matter where we go. I got to say this because people say, oh, Jay, you don't like black women. My son is Haitian. She's black. She's brown skinned. So don't give me that. It's not about that. What it's about is attitude. It's the attitudes. Men have no problems with that. Or with you ladies as a whole. We have problems with your attitude as a whole.
Wife brings me a lot of peace. She don't bump heads with me. She respects my leadership. She follows my leadership. Yep. I don't have to worry about all that attitude and that. And as a conservative dude that has a conservative woman, it makes things so easy in the house. It makes things flow perfectly. All right, I'm done, but if you can relate to this, hit that like button and put it in the comments. I love to know what you love about your wife or your girlfriend. Beast out.
Same thing, Coach Beast. I agree with you.
Black men, and they'll tell me how they love Latinas because we're raised to cater to our man versus other cultures. And
I can see that.
Yeah, and when I hear that, I'll be like, yeah, because Latinas are the right? But then when I really think about it, I'm like, are we doing more of a disservice to Latinas? Because
Here we go.
a lot of Latinas walking out here insecure. They're not asking for the money that they deserve. They're not negotiating at the table. They're being really quiet. They're working with their head down. They're not going for the promotion. They're, lacking confidence and all the things.
This is the problem, but it's weird because you see how she's talking. She obviously chased the bag. You can tell in the way she chased the bag and she got the bag and got the food. in the bag. She got the bag and the food and the bag. So she's what? A modern woman, and men know to stay away.
And so it's kind of like, it's a gift and a curse.
It is.
It's like the gift is we are raised culturally to cater to our men, and that brings us joy. Like to your point, it brings me joy. I love to cater. Like when my dad's at my house, he's a freaking king. I'm cooking for him. I'm clean. Get to cater. What you need? What you need? Right? And the same thing for, you know, my man.
See, you know what's the wild thing? And that's why I love the way Coach Beast explained it, right? Because what he explained, it's the same thing I did even with my Filipino, right? I lead the home, and I lead, and I come together with plans, and she gets in line and helps me execute them. And we've got this far. I came to her with a plan for this channel. She said, don't talk to me about it. Just do it. So what did I do? I stopped talking about it and just did it. And now I'm here now.
I get asked this a lot, so I'm gonna give y'all a little short story about myself, especially towards the new Latina followers that just started following me. And I'll give y'all a little short story about myself. I was born on January 5th, 1994 in the Bay Area, Oakland, California, at the Alameda Hospital. My mom was in the Navy, did 20 years and my biological dad was in the Navy as well, aka deadbeat dad that I don't have no dealings with, I don't talk to at all whatsoever. We moved around a lot, and we never stayed in one place due to me being a military child, and we lived mostly in California our whole lives. And my best childhood was living in Central Valley, California, and we was living up in Lemoore, California. That was my best childhood. And living in Hanford, California as well. That was my best childhood as well. Then my mom's ex-husband wound up getting stationed in San Diego, California. Then we wind up moving to San Diego, California. Then we moved to San Diego, California, and we wind up living out there for a long time. And I didn't like it growing up out there, so I'm being straight honest with y'all. I really did not like it growing up out there in San Diego. But along the way, I wound up meeting my best friend, and me and him are like brothers. And my best friend, he's an OG, and he's a Sereno, and he's from Linda Vista. And anybody that's from San Diego that is familiar with Linda Vista, y'all know the neighborhood that I'm talking about. So y'all know what's up. Y'all know about the Tiny Locos. So y'all know what's up. We ain't finna get into that. And I was one of the black individuals back in middle school that hung out with a lot of Mexicans, with a lot of Chicanos, with a lot of Vatos, and with a lot of essays. I was one of them individuals. Second, my first ever actual girlfriend was Mexican. That's where my love for Latina women started to develop, was in middle school. And ever since then, I started loving Latinas all these years. And that was at the age of 13 years old. And yeah. So y'all wanted to know why I love Latina women so much and why I love Mexican women so much? I just told y'all right there. So that's why I love y'all so much. So that's my story.
I love white women and Latinas so much.
Analyzation complete. Black women have insisted that they are strong and independent and no longer need a man. In fact, they are getting more degrees and creating more businesses than their male counterparts. This doesn't leave a lot of space or room for loving and caring for your man. As a result, these men are going towards cultures that are going to be more open and welcoming to him. It is not a matter of skin tone, but a matter of culture, as black men wish to be loved by their woman and not compete with her in every level and aspect of life.
I kind of actually agree with that. I really don't see not one lie told. I mean, me personally, it don't matter what type of woman she is. She can be big, small, short, tall, one leg in a wheelchair, white, black, Spanish, Asian, or even Martian. But it kind of sums it up for a lot of the generation or a lot of the women that, you know what I'm saying, is around now.
This is exactly why black men love Latino women. I may get some flack by what I'm about to post or what I'm about to say, but I don't care. The other night, me and my Latina girl, we was together, and she gave me some sugar, and also, she blew out my candle, if y'all know what I mean. And I'm still thinking about that night. I'm like, when she worked her magic, you know how they say on Disneyland, do you believe in magic? Yes. When she blew out my candle, I felt like Bill Cosby. I was like, so I'm gonna flat out say this. Latina women, y'all are the best. Straight up, y'all are the best. And I'm thankful to say is that I have no problems, no toxicity, no nothing. And I'm cool. But like I said, man, every time I think about that night, I'm like, oh man, that's all I gotta say. Latino women, y'all are the best. Y'all have a good Sunday.
The Iceman is coming!
Winter is here.